Hello, my name is Emily and I am going to walk you through one of my recorded hamstrings and glutes workout. I'm going to try to give you some tips and tricks included in this voiceover. Let's go. Okay, so I am starting my workout with a Smith machine squat. I do not barbell squat anymore just due to some lower back issues, but I do love to squat on the Smith machine. So something I've been really focused on recently really is breathing through my core and using my breath to support some heavier lifts. So breath work is really important while you're squatting because not only does it help you brace your core, which is important for just like stability and making sure you're using your body correctly, but it will also help guide you through heavier lifts. Also with your squat, at least for me personally, it does help me to think about keeping my chest up so that I am not curving my lower back while I'm squatting. If I cue myself and say, okay, shoulders back, chest up, I'm less likely to use my lower back. So here's a video of me from the back, I guess. And you can see I am sitting back into my squat. I am getting a little bit below parallel, nothing crazy here, and pushing off of my heels. Okay, my next exercise is on the same Smith machine. I love to do back-to-back Smith machine exercises. Personally, I just don't like to run around the gym. I kind of structure my workouts on where some of the machines are, but it is a Smith Machine RDL. Here I am wearing my, what are those called? Oh, my Cobra grips, because I don't have the best grip strength. I have very small hands. I need my grips. So also here, breath work is super important so that you are keeping a solid core through your lift. I also, same thing, like to think about keeping my chest up. My next exercise is I am doing a hip abductor variation type machine. This machine might be a little bit niche and not all gyms have this machine. I do like it. I do like the fact that it has that seat belt for safety, but it's not really for safety. The reason I like it is because I almost picture my hips hip thrusting into it, and it helps me engage my glutes more. So I am pushing against the seat belt and pushing down and out with my heels. Okay, next exercise. I absolutely adore this machine. Oh my gosh, I love this machine. But it is a single leg press. I don't do too much just standard leg presses. I do sometimes get back irritation from it, but I do not get back irritation from my single leg press. So this just feels so great. I do have the seat all the way up and pushed forward just so I could get a really good range of motion. And I am pushing off of with my heel. And this is an exercise that I do like to challenge myself in regards to the weights, just because I do feel like I can go heavier on it. And if you haven't heard this 1,000 other times before, just don't lock out your knee at the bottom of the set. You want to get close to full extension, but do not lock your knee. Okay, so my next exercise is a hip thrust on this hip thrust machine. So some cues for me is I like to place the pad right underneath my hip bone. I'm very specific for where I am placing my hip thrust. And then you want to keep your chin tucked, but don't create extra tension in your neck. You're driving through your heels. You're squeezing your glutes at the top without having to overextend your lower back. Okay, so the next exercise is a hyperextension. These do a wonderful job at targeting your hamstrings and glutes. Okay, so the machine my gym has is really cool. But even if you don't have this machine and you have a standard hyperextension machine, you want to set up the machine, and I like to place it right under my hips, kind of the same place that I would place my bar when I'm hip thrusting. So my feet are secure and slightly angled out. My knees has a slight bend. And to move the weights, I am kind of thinking about pushing my hips into the pad, almost like a hip thrust. Okay, that last clip was a bit short. There was more I wanted to say, but here we are doing a seated leg curl. So my feet are in a neutral position and my heels are coming all the way back. So I'm thinking about bringing my heels to my glutes, which is just straight targeting my hamstrings. I am focused on keeping the tension on my hamstrings. So when you're curling back, you are focused on squeezing the hamstrings, but even as you're extending your legs back forward, you do want to do it in a slower way, so that's how you keep the tension on your hamstrings. Okay, that's all for me. I have recently changed up my programming and my split, so I would like to share that hopefully one day soon. Have a great workout.